Alright guys, so welcome to Joe's RC Corner. Appreciate the guys that are showing up here so far. Jerry, how you doing? And Jones, welcome. So, this is going to be a really great project that I'm working on here, and I want to take you guys through this process. Let me grab my mic here so you can hear me a little bit. Sorry about that. I wasn't ready because one of my cameras stopped working, so I apologize about that. But let's go ahead and roll the intro and we'll get started. Okay guys, so welcome for joining me today on this really special live stream of this unboxing. As you can see, this is a massive wooden crate here, and the project that we're going to be working on is it's a project that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm finally in a position where I can actually move forward with doing this. I want to share my experience with this with you guys because this is a big deal for me. As most of you might know, or maybe you don't, I'm not sure. I'm a commercial pilot and I fly unmanned aircraft for a living, but large unmanned aircraft. The biggest one that I fly right now is one with a 26-foot wingspan, 400-pound maximum takeoff weight. So pretty big stuff. And I've been doing that for years. I've actually gone overseas and done this as well. And so now I want to put my commercial pilot certificate in. I want to actually do some flying. But buying an airplane is all fun and everything, but I actually have decided to build my own. So I went to Zenith Aircraft and I got the starter kit here, which is a rudder for right now. We're going to be transitioning a little bit from going straight from just flying model airplanes, building model airplanes, and we're going to be going ahead and start building a Zenith 750 cruiser. And I want to take you guys along for the ride. So what we're going to do, I had a camera set up to look down on the bench here. Unfortunately, my camera died, and I'm going to have to kind of take out parts and show them to you along the way here, so I do apologize about that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up the box and start taking a look at some of the parts that are in here and see how it all comes packed and let you guys check this out. So we're going to set the book off to the side here. And I have my drill here because, as you can see, this crate has, it's all screwed together. So we're going to go quickly here and get the last few screws out of here so that we can open up the box. Now, I did open up the box once already because I wanted to take a look at it, make sure nothing was missing, no parts were gone, things like that. Here is going to be the first time that I'm actually going to be pulling out everything and showing you guys all the parts inside this box. Now, this is the rudder kit. So it's just the rudder, just to get somebody started in a low-cost way. And I think how kind of the plan at this point is to start building sections at a time and ordering sections at a time. Just to kind of spread out the cost over a longer period of time. So here we go. We'll go ahead and take this off first. Set this off to the side here. And right away you're greeted with the rudder tip, which will need to be drilled and matched. But so here's the rudder. The tip of the top of the rudder here, it's ABS plastic. Pretty nice thick ABS. So we'll set that aside. We don't want to get that damaged. And we'll start going ahead and pulling out some of the packing material here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a knife, so hang on 1 second, guys. Okay, now I got my knife here. Go ahead and put the put that back. All right, so we're back. So I got my knife. We're ready to start pulling out some of these parts. So this right here is the 750 Cruiser kit. It's got the 75 A5s and 125 A4 rivets. I'm sorry, 175 A5s and 125. That's actually the quantity. So we'll go ahead and pop this open a little bit. And I apologize that I can't. I should have that top camera. I had it set up. Everything was ready to go, and sure enough, as soon as it was time to go on live, the camera just went out on me. So I apologize about that, everybody. So as you can see, they give you all the rivets that you need. These are it's 125 A4 flush rivets. They're not solid rivets. They're the flush rivets. So that's the A4s. And then just free inside this bag here are the A5s, which are slightly larger. And I'm not sure how well this camera is going to see them, so I'll bring them in a little bit closer here. I don't want to lose any of them though. So we're going to be redoing this whole garage here to make a nice workshop to be able to build this airplane in the garage. I don't want to have to go out to the airport to build the plane, so most of this stuff is going to be done right here in the garage with cameras and everything. And I'm not going to go through step by step on everything. Some of it will be time lapse just because it's a little bit easier, but I do plan on as we go start showing you guys a little bit about what's going on, what I did, get you caught up, and go from there. So we're going to go ahead and set these aside. We don't want to lose any of these. And I did go ahead and order from Aircraft Spruce the recommended pneumatic riveter, which will make things go a little bit quicker. So it's going to be great. Save a little bit of time on there. And we're going to go ahead and slice open this next piece here, which is, and kudos to Zenith Air. They do a wonderful job of packing these parts. So very great packing. Looks very nice. So as you can see here, this is going to be the rudder hinge, and it's already drilled out. And so that'll be the hinge for the rudder. Okay, we'll set that off the side here. Okay, and we'll continue unwrapping some of this here. And this is going to be the pull for the rudder. Very nicely done. There are no burrs on this. Maybe a few on the edges here that I'll have to just hit with the file before we started doing final assembly and everything. But yeah, I mean the holes already cut into it. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the top rudder tip rib. So that'll go up on the top. Beautiful, isn't it? Man, this is really exciting. I've been wanting to build an airplane for years. And I'm finally going to do it. Here are all the ribs for the rudder. And they're wedged in there nicely. We'll have to pull them all apart there. But yeah, they're already pre-bent, pre-drilled. I might need to do a little bit of deburring on these. Not much, just a little bit. And that's basically take a drill bit and just deburr it, just run the drill in there. boy, it looks beautiful. I'm so excited to start working on this project. So this is all the ribs. You got the bottom rib, and then they go up from there. Set those off to the side here. Don't want to get anything damaged. So let's continue on. So this is the spar doubler for the 750 Cruiser. There's two of them in here. And this is the rudder tip angle. I'll have to take a look at the book. We don't want to lose that small piece, so we'll set that aside over here. And then this would be the rudder spar. So that's the main rudder spar. And they already marked it. There's the top. So there we go. That's the top spar. We're going to set that down. Okay, get that paper out of the way here. Now we're getting down to the fun part. Here's the skins. And we'll set these here. I don't want to lose that one small piece there. All right. Now we'll go ahead and we're going to open up the rest of this here. This would be the skins. And it's nicely packaged and taped. And it's just got paper all around it. It's very nice. Nicely done. Nicely packaged. I'm really impressed with how they pack things in here. However, it's one of those boxes that once you get it out, good luck trying to put anything back in. And along this build, guys, if you have any specific sections of it that you want me to kind of zero in on, I'm more than happy to do that. This is going to be my first time building a real airplane, so I'm a noob on this, but I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you guys and letting you guys see how this whole process goes, all the way down from the start, which is where we are right now, all the way down to the maiden flight, the check flight, or the check out with the FAA. And here, as you can see, this is the rudder skin. And I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, so I do apologize about this, but you can see, I'm hoping that you can see, all of the holes are already pre-drilled for everything to fit together. Now, I don't have any of my tools yet. I ordered some Clecos and Cleco pliers to hold everything together, and we'll go over, once we get started building, what those are and how those tools work. Then we'll just move on slowly to the next steps. So I'll show you how we Cleco it all together. And then we'll discuss a little bit, once this section is completed and riveted together and all finished, we'll kind of discuss what the next steps will be and where, what portions of the plane we're going to build next. I am going to do it in sections. I am not buying a whole kit at one time. It's about $19,000 just for the airframe kit. So I need to break that up into sections and spread the cost out. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to afford this. You know, as you guys know, I have a day job as well, so this is just a side project that I really have been wanting to do forever, and I'm really looking forward to it. Guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to type them into the chat here on the side. I'm reading them up, and I'm not sure if Jerry, you're still on or not, but I know this isn't RC, guys, but this is definitely going to be one of those projects that I am so looking forward to sharing with you, and I am looking forward to sharing my experiences and the similarities between building a full-size airplane and and also building a model airplane. Wingspan. The wingspan of the aircraft, oh shoot man, you figured you're going to ask me a question I wasn't prepared for. I don't remember off the top of my head there, Jerry. It's a good size airplane. I'm wanting to say, man, I don't want to tell you a number that that's wrong, but it's a good size airplane. It's you know, if you're looking at, this is just the rudder of the plane, then you know it's going to be a pretty good sized plane there, okay? I'll have to look up some of the specs, and I'll go ahead and put those into the comment area later on. Yeah, it's going to be a good sized airplane. Some thoughts in regards to the build and the finals of the airplane is I am looking at probably a Viking 130. And hey, Craft King #1, appreciate you joining. Yeah, so we're looking at a Viking 130, which is 130 horsepower. It's actually a Honda Fit engine. Which provides plenty of power for this airplane. They're on the empty and gross weight. Yeah, so max takeoff weight is going to be 1320, which is the SLA weight, and I believe I'll have about 600 or 700 pounds of payload capable on this airplane. This isn't the stall version. They do have a stall version of this airplane. I went with the cruiser because it's a little bit faster, and most of the flights I'm going to be doing are going to be on airport, not off airport operations. However, I've read that this airplane performs very, very well on off field as long as you take your wheel pants off. But yeah, it's a 1320, about 600 pounds of payload. Now that's including fuel, of course. You got to subtract that with fuel. But it carries about 30 gallons of fuel, 15 in each tank, left and right on the wings, and then it'll have a 2-gallon header tank closer to the engine. And like I said, we're going to be using the Viking. I'm leaning towards the Viking 130 horsepower. And however, I've still been looking at the Corvair. My dad keeps pushing the Corvair engine. A lot of videos on it. It looks like a really nice engine. They have a Corvair 6-cylinder. I believe that's about 130 horsepower too. But I want to make sure that I'm not putting too big of an engine on there. Yes, it's a Zenith 750 Cruiser. That's correct. And this is just the starter kit. Next step after I do this, I'm probably going to end up buying the tail feathers next, along with the full plans and instructions. And then on the next section, I will be ordering the fuselage after that. But as you know, my garage is full of RC stuff right now, so we're going to be taking a look and trying to organize things to where I can build the airplane for the most part here in the garage and share this build with you guys. And yeah, I appreciate that. You know, I've watched tons of videos of guys building full-size airplanes, and trust me, I've been jealous as well. And I'm glad that I'm finally in a position where I can move forward with building this airplane, because I've wanted to build a full-size airplane with my commercial pilot certificate I've had for many years. I've been wanting to have an airplane of my own. Airplanes, they get expensive, and you know, you really got to wait and build up your abilities and build up your funds, and yes, also talk your wife into it, which I did do that. You know, I'm not sure how I sold it to her, but somehow she's agreed to it, as long as I don't spend too much all at one time. So that's part of the reason why we're going to be breaking it up over a long period of time. There will be some RC builds still in between, Not as many, because I will, once this thing starts getting into a point where I'm really going to be moving on it, I will be concentrating more on this build, of course. So there are lots of plans and lots of ideas going through my head of what I want to do, how I want to do it. But in the end, it's going to be a long process, and I hope that you guys will enjoy this ride with me. And if you guys have any suggestions, any comments, please go ahead and leave them in the comment section below as well once this video posts as a full video. If anyone was not able to join the video today. Yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I can't believe I'm finally building my own airplane. It's going to be an extremely exciting journey, and looking forward to sharing it with you guys. So on the RC world, I know you guys, if you guys have been watching some of the videos, we've gotten a pretty good jump on the Lanier Stinger. So that plane has been moving along. David will be coming over today, and we will be continuing work on it. Today the goal is to get the wing mounted, since that is now completed. We'll get the wing mounted onto the Lanier Stinger, and maybe the tail feathers as well. I'm not sure yet. We do have a new muffler coming. I contacted J-Tech Radio Wave, who is also a reseller of the Dalton kits, and he is he's got me I talked to him a little bit through email, and they're going to send me, and I paid for it. This isn't free or anything to me. A in-cowl muffler that will fit the Evolution 10cc. So that is going to be coming in fairly soon, I hope, and then we can do the final trimming for the cowl as well. So keep an eye out for that next video. Once that project is completed with David, then we're going to be hitting the rudder hard and full speed. May even do a couple videos of how I'm setting up my garage to be able to work on this project, and share what tools that I've purchased for it, and what tools you need to build one. The amazing part about the Zenith airplane is there's not most of the tools to build this plane you have in your garage, most likely. If you have a hand riveter, you can rivet this plane together with the hand riveter. Wouldn't recommend it. It would take a long time, and your hands are really going to start to hurt, but you can do it. The wired or sheet metal shears, most of us have those in our garage. Drills, we got those. So I mean, it's not a complicated build by any means, and you're going to be building this very similar to the way you would build an RC plane. And yeah, I mean, I really can't think of anything else. I mean, if you guys have any other questions, please go ahead and put them here in the chat section. I'll answer them the best I can with I don't really have any of the research stuff in front of me here. Let me see it. Let me answer your Jerry's question there. Let me look it up here really quick. Zenith 750. We'll go ahead and take a look here. Oh, Avionics, yeah, good question. So Avionics, I'm going to go with VFR day and night. So we are going to set up the aircraft for night operations, because I do like to fly at night. It's beautiful out here in New Mexico at night. I mean, you can definitely put some of your IFR to use in that when flying out here. One of the things that I am looking to do is I'm looking at probably either a Dynon or the Garmin glass panel for it, for experimental, and also an iPod or an iPad for one of my screens as well. So I just got the 2020 12.9 inch iPad, so that's going to be one of my panels. and then the other one is going to be either the Garmin or Dynon glass panel in there to provide some of the other information on there, including engine. Let's see, specs and performance. So here's some specifications. Jerry asked about wingspan. Wingspan is just under 30 foot. 29 foot is the wingspan. It's got 144 square feet of wing area. Aircraft is full length is about 23 feet long, and the horizontal stabilizer span is about 8 feet. Rudder height is 9 feet. Empty weight is 780 pounds. The designed gross weight is 1,440 pounds. However, if you want to keep it in the LSA category, which is a light sport, then it'd be 1,320, of course. Useful load is about 540 pounds. 540 pounds is the useful load under LSA. However, if I don't build this as an LSA, I can actually go a little bit heavier in my payload, but it all depends on how you're going to operate it. I have a commercial pilot certificate, so I can operate this airplane outside of LSA requirements, so just keep that in mind. There are certain rules. The VNE for this airplane, or never exceed, is 145 miles per hour. Which is quite a bit faster than the stall version of this airplane. So it'll be perfect for the type of flying that I want to do, which is basically putzing around the airport in New Mexico. Now, with the Viking engine and how that engine sips fuel, I should be able to get about 500 nautical miles one way. So that's not too bad at all. So maximum engine weight, I just have to keep the engine under 350 pounds. So that shouldn't be an issue as well. Some of the performance data on this airplane is actually really nice. Let's say if I put a 100 horsepower 0200 Continental in there, takeoff roll is under 350 feet. Land and roll, same, 350 feet. Cruise at sea level, you're going to be at somewhere about 120 miles per hour. Stall speed's really low at 39, and climb rate is about 1,200 feet per minute. So, I mean, four and a half hours is your range time or flight time on the engine, or on your fuel. So I'm really looking forward to it, guys. That's really about it. I just wanted to kind of start unboxing this and showing it to you guys. Like I said, Avionics, we have two different types of two different options that I'm looking at. One of them, of course, I've looked at just maybe using my iPad the whole time, built into the panel, and but then I've also thought about using the Garmin or Dynon glass panel as well to talk to the iPad. That way I have a little bit of a backup type system. We'll be putting ADS-B in and out so I can get into controlled airspace as well. Yeah, VFR night and capable day and night. So we'll be looking at some LED lights, and I'm going to go through all of that information with you guys as we get going. So yeah, looks like a great airplane. Definitely take a look at zenithaircraft.com. I believe it's .com, Zenith Aircraft. And you can check out some of their other models. I did consider the 650, which is their low wing, but the high wing just, for me, made more sense to be able to look out the window and see what's out there. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end it today here. If you make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, and share the video with other people. I'm at over 500 and would love to keep it growing. So don't forget, keep building and keep flying. And I'll see you on the next video, guys.